Hey everyone, welcome to our new Athyna session. I'm Celeste Bono and I'll be your host for today. Some of you might remember me from our previous sessions. Just so we all are on the same page, in case you didn't know, we, Athyna, are a global talent platform. It's a global talent platform, and our purpose is to help spread opportunities worldwide by creating a sustainable ecosystem of talent to connect companies and job seekers. Today we have a really good one. We are going to introduce you to the best platforms that will help you face some of the most common HR pain points that you might find in your daily routines, such as long recruitment processes. Hate those. Difficulty distributing equipment for remote teams. Also hate that. Slow contract processes with not enough transparency, and the impossibility to share health insurance benefits for remote teams. We have really good speakers this session. Trust me. Our first one is Michael Ginso, Chief Product Officer and co-founder of Huffy. Huffy enables organizations to equip a new hire anywhere in the world in one click. Through their platform, they enable any organization to deliver the tools and experience their people needs straight to their doorstep, desktop, or next destination. Michael, you there? How are you?
Hey, I am there.
Oh,
You might
there you
hate
are.
equipping people globally, but I love it.
No. I know, but it's like
A pain in the ass. Yeah, for sure.
You're going to tell us how to do it efficiently.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Hopefully. Thank you so much for joining us, Michael. So next, we have Maria Dolgasheva, People Tech and Analytics Manager at PandaDoc. PandaDoc is used to improve document workflows. Businesses trust PandaDoc's all-in-one document automation software to streamline the process to create, approve, and e-sign proposals, quotes, contracts, and more. Hey, Maria, there you are. How are you? You can hear us, right? Oh, we couldn't hear you. I think you might be muted, but I trust that you're there with us.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, there you are. Good to hear you. Next, we have Mary Zoe. Hope I said that right, Mary, because I asked you before. Partnerships lead at Safety Wing. Safety Wing simplifies global benefits for remote workers so that they can have the freedom to live and work anywhere. They're building the first global safety net for remote companies, remote workers, and nomads worldwide. Hey, Mary.
That intro was unbelievable. I've never had any.
Was it?
Yeah. I literally, while I was in the waiting room, I had a colleague message me and she said, we have to have cello rock music in every meeting now.
For sure.
That was
brilliant. Well, I gotta say, our producer is a big fan, and I think yesterday he heard that they separated. I don't know if that's a rumor, but he was devastated. Just a fan fact. Anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I have to introduce you to our very own sales partnership manager. That is Lucas Saud. Lou, you there? Lucas builds relationships with founders of early stage hot startups, top accelerators, incubators, and VCs to help them and their portfolio startups hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent, as we do at Athyna. Hey, Lou, how are you? I know you.
Hi, Celeste. How everyone? How are you doing? All good?
We're all very good and excited that we're all together here. We are going to be sharing the guys are going to be sharing, all their secrets and how to do all those, pain in the asses, as Michael said, and turn them not into pain in the asses, but like hassle-free things, right? So our main section is today's session will be a bit different from our social routine, because I know if you've been in other sessions, we just chat for the first half hour, but the stars today is, it's you guys. So we've invited you to share, obviously, your valuable insights on the HR issues that we all face daily. and each one of you will be presenting your unique solutions to the problems we mentioned earlier. So, guys, get ready to hear some fantastic ideas. Once all the presentations are complete, we'll have an exciting Q&A session. So I can see our chat is on fire already, so you can save all your questions for later. To join the Q&A, simply click on the icon located in the bottom right corner of your screen. And yeah, we can't wait to hear your questions and continue the discussion. Okay, guys, who's going to go first? I think it's Michael. Mike, you ready?
Yeah.
To tell us about those secrets and so I stop hating these things?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do it.
I'm all ears. We're all ears, all of us.
Okay.
Right.
So I've got some slides, but before we jump into them, really quick intro to Hoffi. We enable our customers to equip remote hires anywhere in the world with a device and peripheral IT equipment like headsets and keyboards, etc. Manage it throughout the life cycle, and then collect it at the end and tie up all the loose ends around support, repairs, management, replacements, recoveries, etc., etc., etc. And we enable you to do all of this through a very easy to use SaaS platform. We're 3 years old. We're 120 people. We've delivered into over 125 countries, and we're growing because this is a real pain in the ass, as you said. And more and more and more companies are hiring globally and hiring remotely. So that's where Hoffi comes in.
Awesome.
I'll share some slides.
Okay. 120 people sounds a lot in 3 years, right?
It is, but we do a lot.
Yeah.
The product is covering 125 or so countries now. So we actually have physical operations in over 11 countries to support all of these countries with global shipping. So it's a very involved business operationally, which is why we have a lot of people. So Hoffi is the market leading equipment management solution. We've got a lot of customers. Generally, our customers are tech businesses, services businesses who are hiring globally, hiring remotely. There's a couple quotes from some of the customers who previously had been suffering from this problem, and we made it go away. They often use phrases like stress-free, removing complexity, and that really is what we aim to do. We aim to put all of the global physical complexity of equipment behind a simple-to-use SaaS platform. Something that's really important to our customers is on-time delivery rate. So there is nothing worse from an equipment perspective than hiring someone and them not having a laptop on their first day, because it's very embarrassing for the company. It's not great for the new joiner. It's not a great impression. A lot of companies now as well, they prohibit the use of any personal devices. So even if the end user does have a device in their home that they may be able to work on, it's prohibited from an information security standpoint. So that person is really, really stuck. Something we pride ourselves on is our on-time delivery rate globally is currently 99.5%. And we put a lot of effort into making sure that happens. I won't bore you with the details of how we do it, but there is redundancy in the system to make sure that the majority of your employees, 99.5% of your employees, have a device on their first day ready to go. And we do that globally. You can see also here lead times. So for example, in places like Europe, US, Brazil, it's obviously a little bit faster because there's a lot of people hiring there. Places where there are fewer people hiring, it's a little bit slower, but we aim to deliver everything globally within 10 working days or less.
Okay. Sounds fast.
So, in summary, with Hoffi, you get a powerful platform that allows you to manage every single stage in the equipment process, delivery, maintenance, repair, replacement, collection. We do this in 120 countries, and Hoffi is truly end-to-end. So We don't just get you the device and leave you to it. We have 24/7 hardware support, on-site warranty support if there are issues with your equipment, repair management, global recovery. We also pre-configure devices for customers. So if you have a certain set of applications, a certain set of settings, administrator accounts you want to install on the devices before they arrive with the end user, it will. So that when it arrives before the start date, they open it, it says, hello, Michael, welcome to Hoffi. Good luck on your first day, whatever you want. So it really is end to end. It puts everything out of your hands, if you like, so you don't have to physically touch any products.
Really good.
So every single aspect is managed on platform. The next thing I wanted to talk about is a little bit around, okay, so this is great, but where is the ROI in this, right? Hoffi is obviously going to be more expensive than if you walked into your local Apple store or Staples or wherever you want to go and buy a device and you walk out with a laptop under your arm. Hoffi is going to be more expensive than that because we cover the globe and there's a lot included. But the way we think about this and the way that our customers think about this is what you've got to look at is your return on investment. And the key component from the customer side is how much would this have costed me to do all of this internally if I was trying to get this done myself, you know, to build a homegrown solution. And yes, of course, you've got the device costs, but that's not the right thing to compare. There's a few other things you have to consider when looking at a solution like Hoffi. The first is how much time is your people and IT team going to save by turning what typically takes between 3 and 6 hours per employee start to literally 1 click. And then throughout the life cycle, all of the management events and the collection and the redistribution of those devices and that equipment. So that's one component you have to think about. The second is what we call employee uptime, but you could also think about it as how much time are employees going to spend offline because they don't have devices for their start date, or they have some issue that can't be resolved quickly with a device. And as we said earlier, employees are generally not allowed to work on personal devices. So if the work device stops working, the employee stops working. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a much, much higher proportion of devices delivered on time for start date globally than anyone else, or that any homegrown solution could really achieve. And then we have 24/7 IT support, and we have what's called a device loaner program, where if you hop on with our support and the device isn't working and we can't remotely fix the problem, we will ship a replacement device same day on the fastest possible express service to that end user, such that the amount of downtime they have is a lot smaller. And if you add this up around start dates, downtime throughout the life cycle, etc., it adds up to a lot of hours. So this is the second component you have to consider. How much faster and better is Hoffi at getting the equipment to people and then fixing it when they have problems? The third thing to consider is information security compliance and employee experience. This one you can't really quantify, but it's something to consider, which is because Hoffi allows you to pre-configure these devices before they arrive with your end users, there's no period over which an employee has access to an unprotected device. And we also offer the global collections and data erasure service. You don't have devices out in the wild that have been left from ex-employees that has your company data on it. We complete this InfoSec loop end to end. And the other intangible I've put in there, but is something to consider, is employee experience. Which would you prefer? Going onto the Hoffi platform as an employee, choosing the devices you want, they arriving in a couple of days before your start date, versus what most companies do, which is issue the employee a temporary expense card. The employee has to then go and scroll through e-commerce websites to figure out the device and the equipment that complies with the company's requirements. Placing those orders with the card, then the finance team having to cancel the temporary card, et cetera, and you have to submit the receipts, upload them to the platform, et cetera. Hoffi is just a far, far, far superior experience. So those are the two things that you can't quantify, but you really should be thinking about is your information security compliance and your employee experience. So
Okay.
in summary, that's HOFI. Those are the main ways you should be thinking about HOFI in terms of global equipment management, issuing devices, information security. And I guess the thing to remember is with HOFI, you really don't have to think about that stuff because we take it all away from you and put it behind a very easy to use software platform.
That sounds amazing, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, I do remember one of my jobs like many years ago. I was also in London, and they actually made me go to the company and return my equipment myself when I was done working with them. I was like, oh,
The final goodbye. Yeah.
The final goodbye. And it's kind of like you're walking there with your equipment, like you've done something wrong, you know, like it's really weird. And you guys do that door to door. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised how many companies just abandon devices all over the world, which
really?
isn't great. Yeah, it isn't great from
that's a complete loss for them, no?
Exactly. It's not great
it's
from a cash
crazy.
perspective because these things cost $2,000-3,000 a pop, but it's also not great from a information security perspective.
Right, of course. I was thinking that as well. Yeah. Because you know, the first thing they do when you're done working somewhere, it's like change everything, change all, you know, and if you still have access to that, it's sounds you know, dangerous. I think what you guys do is really, so you see, you were right. It's not a pain in the ass at all.
Not with HOFI. No.
With your door to door. Thank you so much, Mike. I'm sure our audience has many questions, but guys, just, you know, a reminder for the people they're tuning in right now. You will be able to ask everything to Mike and our next presenters. The Q&A icon in the bottom right corner of your screen. You can ask anything you want, and at the end, we're gonna answer everything. Okay? So thank you so much, Mike.
Looking forward to it. See you soon.
Yeah, see ya. Now we have Maria Dolgusheva, as I said before, People Tech and Analytics Manager at Panda Dog. I don't know if you're there, Maria.
Hey.
There you are. Hey. How you doing? That was interesting, right?
yeah. It's I actually really appreciate this solution because with remote work, and we also have a global people all over the world, so like this is such a great solution. So it's like I learned a lot from previous speakers, so thank you. So and today
no, I was gonna say, but now you have other solutions to offer to us as well.
Yeah, so today we'll talk about PandaDoc as well, and we talked previously that you hate like administrative work, signing documents and stuff like this. It's like what we can help you with, and specifically with onboarding and offboarding. And I'm actually curious, like audience, if you can comment which from department you are, like recruitment, operations. So we will focus through presentation on this aspect. So but before we start, I would like to introduce myself. So Maria Dolgusheva, I live in the beautiful state of Florida, 15 minutes from beach, and I know a lot of people from Buenos Aires, so you have your beach as well. Yeah, so I have two dogs. They drive me crazy most of the time. I work from home, but I love them so much at the same time. And I'm HR operation, as you said, like technology and HR, analytics, access to the data. And I love to help my peers and everyone who would like to help from HR community to solve their problem with a modern solution. And PandaDoc, one of them. So yeah, but first of all, we'll talk about issues which we're having and pain points. So I see like HR general function, finance, cool. So I saw also we have some people from recruitment.
Yeah.
And also like if we talk about our problem, and like I joined a PandaDoc, I moved from the big corporate company, oil and gas, to startup, and when I joined a PandaDoc, it was only one HR. So and I just like only two people, and I I hated administrative work so much, and like we're using PandaDoc as well. So it's helped me personally a lot. So I know that a lot of HR people hate to do like 99% of their work only administrative work. So we also want to do something like more creative and work with the people more directly, etc. Second issue, which a lot of my peers have, that we have too many solutions. So we have like
Okay.
1,000 different platforms, systems, and like Google Drive, recruitment platforms, different solutions. So sometimes it's really hard to collaborate if we create a new document. Also, a lot of people involved, a lot of team involved, for example, legal, HR, IT, etc. And when we need the documents, it's like hard to find, and it's usually you could not find when you need them the most. And if we talk about onboarding and offboarding, it's really time consuming, and it's involved a lot of documentations. And also, like we saw how it's important to hire the best talent and reduce the time of the onboarding. So PandaDoc can help with that as well. So it's like really easier to streamline job offer signature process. And from HR operation perspective, it's like I-9 in United States, or handbook or employment agreement. So it's like a lot of documents, and it's really helps if it's everything in one place and approved by all stakeholders in the company.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, we personally use PandaDoc, and it makes our lives so much easier that, not to find like, where's that document that I had and that I have to e-sign it and then you send it. I mean, who loves admin work? I'm sorry, audience, if any of you love it, I'm really sorry, but I just, this is supposed to make things easier, and it does. So yeah, you can go on. I just had to take it out of my system.
I'm so grateful that you are our client, and I really appreciate people who really love to do a lot of admin work, and but our solution for those who sometimes want to do something else as well.
Yes.
So, and actually, if you want to create your own documents and control like what you have at your company, we have really great features. So you can edit documents or templates, and I will show you later. So it's really easy. It's really, you can customize a lot. For example, I really enjoy painting by myself. So I'm really creative HR. So for me, it's like enjoyment. So I, as one of the who like to do PowerPoint presentation and PandaDoc documents. Also, you can tracking what your team doing there. So you see who sent which documents, when they send them. It's also help you to speed up, for example, onboarding process or recruitment as well. So you are on control what's your team doing if you're a team lead. And also document management. As I said before, it's really easy to store document and find them when you need it. So it's searched not only based on the titles and also like what's inside of documents. So yeah, it helps a lot to HR function.
Moving, there we are.
Yeah, and we know like doesn't matter when we implement a new technology, we already have like thousands of documents as HR in the different places. So we help our clients to upload all historical documents and store them and organized before they start to using our platform. And also they can transfer their already templates which they have to the PandaDoc template, so they can use Microsoft documents or PDF. So it's pretty easy. So you don't need to start to scratch. You already have your documents with you, and you're just improving moving forward, and they're ready to sign at PandaDoc.
Right. All right.
And my favorite part of the PandaDoc and our clients as well, that you really can customize your templates. I don't know, have you ever get like job offer which really boring, like black and white, and like what it tells you about the company?
Yes, and our recruitment team can tell you all about it.
Yeah, so
we actually had sessions about that.
Yeah. So I don't know, do you have a video as a part of your job offer or pictures?
No.
We highly recommend it.
No.
Like,
okay.
So it's like part of, for example, PandaDoc job offer, we add like custom like theme, like colors, PandaDoc colors, like we added like a picture of our team. So it's really aligned with our branding and our culture at PandaDoc. So top talent, when they considering PandaDoc, they already have a sense what work at PandaDoc will be. So it's really help us with the recruitment process as well. So I love like this feature that you can be as creative as you want, or like your marketing team can help you, or like PandaDoc team can help you to create the most magnificent templates as you need.
Sounds amazing. And I can tell you, our creative guys right now, sorry, recruitment guys right now are like, okay, we're doing the video thing, so we're gonna be working. You guys are gonna be seeing that very, very soon at Athyna.
Yeah, please text me. I will help you. I like to
we
like
will.
crazy.
Yeah.
So, and a next feature, which one of the most favorite of our customers, and also I work in HR analytics, I also really love that we have a lot of analytics feature as a part of documents. So first of all, for example, you can see what's going with your documents. For example, like historically you send job offer and you don't know if candidate opened that, or like where's on in the stage. Like with PandaDoc, when like candidate open a job offer or a handbook or whatever documents you send to them, you get notification that candidate, for example, opened the document, and also you get the notification when they reopen the document. So it's really help you to close a candidate more efficiently, because you can follow up. I usually texted candidate like, oh, you just saw our offer, like what do you think about that? Also you can see yeah, it's really like we HR a little bit sales too sometimes, just you need
of
to know
course.
the right moment. Also content analytics, so you see at which page a candidate spend the most time, and also you can do like historical analysis, like which part of the document the candidates spend the most of the time. For example, it can be 401k plan, or like benefits, or variable part of compensation. So you can improve your documents moving forward, like the same with the handbooks or another HR documents. And last feature, that you can see how many documents sent, how many documents like approved, if you control like approval process, how many documents sent, etc. So it's a lot of analytics for people who love analytics. So really useful. And it's really, really keep peace in my mind, that I know that I a little bit organized freak. So I like that all my documents organized in the different folders. Also that we can all historical documents. We have location when we still need to sign documents in paper. So we're allowed to upload them. And it's really peace of mind. And on top of that, for example, we have 800 in place right now. For example, you need to send some notice about annual salary review, right? To 800 people. You can do bulk upload of the documents and send them in a second. So before PandaDoc, it takes for me like 1 week to create like documents for the whole company. Now it's just like Excel file, upload information, and it takes like hour instead of weeks. So really great feature.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
I'm really excited about the HR operation team. I know it's probably, if you don't work in HR, it's like, why is she so excited about sending?
No. I trust you. I trust you. Whatever it's like hassle free, of course.
Yeah. And also we're really proud that we start integration with our like partners. We have integration with a Greenhouse, which a platform which helping with recruitment. We also have integration with a Bamboo HR, and it's really helped to speed up the process as well, because you don't need to start with a scratch. Some of the information you fill out, for example, in application or in a job offer, it's go directly to this platform. So you don't need to do job twice.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah. And I want to mention our success story about our clients. So CBD, they had a pain point that they have so many locations in the North America, and each location have like own documents which they didn't have like one place when employees can go and check their documents or templates. And for example, when they need to change a branding or they didn't know how. So PandaDoc was a really good solution for them because they can implement one central place where all documents will be. And for example, if they need fix like issue or some legal stuff was outdated, they can easily change it in one place instead of like thousands of the places. They also reduce costs significantly for HR operation, because they streamlined the processes. Also, like they rid of some licenses for document words, for PDF licenses, etc. And how they found us, they actually use a hotspot before, and they found is one of the integration, and they figure out that outside of e-signature we can offer much more. So yeah, it was really good case study. Yeah, we're really proud of that.
I'm seeing there, it says 188 hours saved per month. That is a lot of time. That's a significant amount of hours for, a worker in a month. It's crazy. 188. So you guys are doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and also we're really proud of our like educational sector of the client. So it's Concord School of District, one of our really great business case, because they had like really limited budget, and also like with like all like remote situation, like when it's COVID happened. So like their educational process were under the like danger, like how they can deliver all processes which they historically did like in person. And for them it was a big change to move to PandaDoc. So it's not like startup, for example, it's already like a lot of stuff electronic, like it's not was the case for this client. So for them it was a big change, and we're so proud that we were able to help them to do this transition. And they teachers, they just love that they can just sign a new agreement through the phone. They don't need to office, or it's not getting lost. So this is also really great case study for us. And we're proud in April we get a 50,000 customers. We're looking for next 50,000. So we're proud.
And it sounds like you guys are gonna get there, because it's
yeah, no question.
Something good. Yeah. No, it's 50K. It's a lot. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. So we love our clients, and yeah, we're so proud of it.
Thank you so much, Maria. That sounds amazing. Again, you guys, I'm going to remind you again, if you have any questions for Maria or for our next speakers, you can go to the Q&A icon in the bottom right corner of your screen, and you can ask anything you want for the guys, and then we're going to answer that at the end.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you, guys.
No, please, thank you for joining us. Now we have Mary Zoe, Partnerships Lead at Safety Wing. Like I said before, we also use Safety Wing at Athyna. Mary, you there?
Hello, I'm here.
There you are.
Thank you so much. This has been so fascinating, and thank you for being such a lovely host. And
thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Okay, so I guess I'll just get started. Hi, everyone. Thanks for attending. I will go ahead and share my screen.
Go on. I'm so excited, you guys. This is like our first session, not me like talking, and I'm sitting with the audience today, and I love it.
Can you see my screen all right?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Wonderful. So hi, everyone. My name is Mary. I'm the Partnerships Lead at Safety Wing. I'm so grateful to be here today to share a special message with you all. So Safety Wing, we are building a global social safety net for remote and distributed workers. And we're doing this because we believe that every human should have the freedom to live and work where they feel the most alive. So we have created a truly global health insurance for international teams. So why did we do this? Well, because we believe that everyone deserves to have benefits of quality and equality of benefits. So traditionally, I would say that people are not a fan of insurance companies, and there are endless reasons why. So individuals can't always choose the best treatment for them. Insurers look for reasons to deny claims. It's a huge administrative headache. You're dealing with different invoices and deadlines and different currencies. The waiting times can be excessively long, and insurance can often be full of jargon and come across as spammy. So we want to take something that's a human right and make it as simple as possible. How do we do that? So first, we create a plan that covers everyone. And when I say everyone, I truly mean everyone. Normally, insurance companies only cover employees and maybe dependents, but we also cover contractors, freelancers, consultants, and even employees who get laid off. We cover them so they can continue to have their plan. And we do this because we want every person associated with the company to have peace of mind about their health. We cover up to 175 plus countries. So if you want to move countries to marry the love of your life, if you need to change locations to take care of your family, or if you just want to pursue your dream of living abroad, you don't have to worry about losing your safety net because you can take it with you. And there are no network exclusions. You can literally use our insurance at any licensed doctor or hospital. So you truly get to choose the best treatment for you. And we make everything simple and streamlined for you. So just one invoice, one deadline, one dashboard, one currency. I want to share some stats with you. So typically the industry minimum for getting a claim reimbursement is 20 days. Now we have been rolling out instant claims to our customers, and we have been able to reimburse claims in just 3 to 4 business days, which is pretty astonishing. We all know how expensive and what a time suck it is to have to hire and retrain new employees. So by offering these borderless benefits, you're really opening your talent pool to the whole world. So you are therefore attracting the best talent as opposed to the nearest talent. When it comes to fair and equal access, not all countries have equal coverage, obviously. In some countries, the difference between public care and private care can be life-changing. And also not all countries give the same weight to mental health support. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to know that your coverage is going to be of the same quality, regardless of whether you're in Spain or Germany or the Philippines or Latin America. And finally, it's predictable. It takes only a few minutes to set everything up. Whereas if you're doing research for a local plan, it can take on average 2 months, but we have even heard from some admin that it can take up to 8 months. Now you can imagine
8 months.
Yeah.
Being covered. Ugh.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
have, and you can imagine if you have 30 countries, you multiply that, it can take 5 years, right? Which has actually happened to one of our customers. We have a customer, Ergion. They have employees distributed in 47 countries, and it took them 5 years to find a proper insurance plan before discovering Safety Wing. And I believe that time is our most valuable currency. So it's really, a game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
So another way we make everything streamlined is you have one simple dashboard where you can view everyone, and it takes literally only 2 clicks to add a member. You can also sort and organize by groups to understand costs. So you don't have to deal with any painful spreadsheets. Another really cool thing that we decided is to group pricing by age. So as far as I know, this is completely unique in the industry. Usually you have premiums increasing by every year. We decided to set age bands. And the reason why we wanted this is because, again, we wanted our pricing to be consistent and predictable, and that way individuals can plan and budget for it. So we have 3 plans, and you might wonder, do I still need to get on a plan if I already have a local provider or I have a national healthcare system? And the answer is absolutely. So the UK actually represents one of our top 3 customers. And that's because people love that with Safety Wing, they can skip the hotline. They can skip waiting for months and months to get care. They get a personalized customer care and dashboard so they can see the status of their claims. On top of that, you have way more provider options because there's no network exclusions. And you don't have to purchase additional insurance if you decide to, go on a trip or leave the country. So yeah, it's a great pairing, even if you already have a local plan. Now for the admin, you have the complete choice to pay for the premiums or to have the members pay for themselves. It's completely up to you. You can be as hands-on or as hands-off as you want to be. No matter what your mission or vision is, you get to choose whether you want to do a tiered approach or whatever makes sense for your fiscal year. So finally, who are we doing this for? So I know the topic of this webinar is saving time and budget, but I did not want the focus to be purely utilitarian because at the end of the day, I believe it's not just about saving you time and money, but it's about giving you our time and money and attention and resources. So that brings me to our customer care. This honestly is probably the single part of Safety Wing that I am the most proud of. We have real people, not bots, not ChatGPT, responding to people in less than 1 minute. And we actually we made the decision to not do any ads because we want our reputation. We want to grow by earning our reputation and through word of mouth. So I was looking through some customer reviews in preparation for this speech, and a common thread that I found was people talking about our human touch. So for example, this person said, feels more humane, which is what health insurance should really be about. And I totally agree
absolutely.
with that. Yeah, and I also love these comments. A rare company that feels like they're on your side, cares about their customers. And I kind of think that health sometimes is like the climate crisis. When you can't see it, when it's invisible, it's easier to deprioritize it. But when crisis hits, when you really need someone to hold your hand through it, no one should ever have to dread asking for help for something that can save their life. So that's why I'm so proud of our customer care team and how they make customers feel heard and seen.
Yeah.
And we build really amazing relationships with them. I have never heard of people talking to their insurance companies before. I certainly did not before joining Safety Wing, but people talk to us all the time and about things beyond health insurance. We actually build relationships where they are part of our lives and we are part of theirs. They share momentous occasions with us, like getting married. They send us pictures of their babies. They share stories of getting glasses for the first time with health insurance. And we get that honor of walking with them through their first time with health insurance. So some of these comments, like for example, I feel at home at Safety Wing because of you. You have made me absolutely fall in love with Safety Wing. I feel like the 3 of us would totally have a blast over a bottle of wine. I'm genuinely the luckiest ever. Hi, I just wanted to say you are the best name I see pop up in my inbox.
Oh, great.
I have never seen comments like these in customer care before, let alone health insurance. And yeah, I think it's pretty incredible. And in the lower right corner there, you can actually see a guy. He actually wrote a song and dedicated it to us after we helped him. Yeah, we helped him reunite him with his friend during COVID, and he sent us this song to thank us. So yeah, it's really really moving.
That's crazy. Wow.
And I mentioned that we have less than a 1 minute response rate, and I wasn't joking about that. We really do respond to you in a matter of seconds, as is testified by these reviews. And I saved my favorite 2 comments for last. The first customer wrote, I don't know what training or challenges you had to go through so you can provide this kind of quality. Maybe it was how your parents raised you. Maybe it's a mix of many things. Anyway, I am grateful for whatever and whoever it was. And the second person
That's great.
Yeah, it's like, you read these things and you can't, you're just so honored, that you get to impact people's lives in this way. And the second person wrote, Safety Wing should run the world, which is really heartwarming, and I can only agree.
Yeah,
So
it's really good, you guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the end of your story, but it's really good. You get to, like you said before, you dread every time you have to talk to insurance. It's like, oh, what are they gonna say no to now?
yeah,
So I'm glad you
exactly.
guys are doing so well.
Yeah, because we are cynical towards these institutions, right? Like healthcare, education. There are so many like societal institutions that we have developed a pessimistic relationship with, and Safety Wing is really trying to change that. We're trying to, actually, see you all as equals. Everyone is deserving of equal care. That's our ethos, really. And that actually applies to, that actually applies to my personal story. So I wanted to share my experience of how Safety Wing has impacted my own health and wellness. So like I mentioned, I'm on the partnerships team. I'm not on the sales team or someone who would typically be making this sort of pitch to you guys. I'm not a CEO or founder or head of anything, but when this opportunity came up to speak in this webinar, I shot my hand up because I wanted to get on a public stage and share with an audience how much Safety Wing has changed my life from an employee perspective. Before, I have worked in workplaces where I felt more robot than human, and I kind of just accepted that and thought that was the status quo. And it was not until Safety Wing that I realized things could be done in a different way. And for the first time, I was surrounded by people who actually cared if I was burnt out. Safety Wing has given me the financial support to pursue mental health support, such as therapy. And every day I feel as though people treat me with the same amount of respect and kindness as someone would treat a CEO. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before. And the reason I wanted to share this story is because I wanted to express that it's not like we just preach health and wellness to the outside world, but we are treated in a different way behind the scenes. Safety Wing actually Safety Wing actually practices what it preaches. And in that sense, I liken it to a great parent. And that's the biggest reason.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason.
I'm glad to get to enjoy that too.
Yeah, it's why I know Safety Wing will care for you guys because it takes care of its own. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There's a QR code if you have any questions. Sorry if I interrupted you, Celeste. I can't see you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We gotta go with our very own now. So thank you so much for your story, Mary. And as I said, thank you. As I said before, we have our very, very, very own Luke. You there? Sales and partnerships here at Athyna. Lucas Saud.
Hey Celeste, how are you?
Everybody, I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yes. So thanks everyone for inviting me here today. Super excited to unlock the power of global talent. So let's dive right into. Next slide. Okay, so I want to start by addressing one of the most important challenges that companies are facing nowadays. We all heard about current market context, layoffs, recession, AI platforms everywhere. And these economic conditions can bring budget and headcount restrictions, the need to find specific or technical roles, and trying to move fast by reducing time-consuming recruitment processes. So there's a need to be flexible and adapt to new tools, backgrounds, and emerging roles within a global market. The good news is that we have an opportunity through remote work to keep scaling our teams globally without sacrificing our budget, right? So here's where Athyna steps in to make a significant difference. We managed to find a solution that helped us scale from just 3 people to a 50 fully remote global team with talents placed all over the world in countries like Australia, Argentina, Italy, the Philippines, and Spain, among others, covering pretty much every time zone. So being an Australian-based company, it would have been really challenging and difficult for us to address or expand to the US market without having a Latin American team that could take care of that time zone. So we learned how to hire, manage, and retain world-class remote talent. And now we empower organizations to scale their teams just as we did. How do we do this? We give you access to a global talent pool with multiple locations and backgrounds. We help you find the best talents of the region with our experienced recruiters. And we deliver end-to-end solutions for sourcing, hiring, and paying talents. So having an access to a global talent pool, we already know that has several benefits. You can bring diverse skills and expertise from around the world, talents with different perspectives and backgrounds. You can acquire top talent that maybe is not available locally. You have the flexibility to scale your team while adapting to changing market conditions. And you can unlock surprising cost savings by hiring talent from specific regions. And one of the most advantages, one of the most, I will say, the best advantage, and the one I like most, is the opportunity to establish a global presence and expand your business in new markets, right? So Athyna delivers speed and efficiency. Our main purpose is to save you time, money, and effort so you can focus on growing your business. We assign a team, a dedicated recruitment team, that analyzes not only the job description, but also the company's services, the industry, the team structure, the location, to align the sourcing strategy to each specific opportunity. And this gives us a whole understanding of the company's needs to identify the most suitable candidates. So within a week, you can have a shortlist of 3, 4, 5 exceptional candidates meeting your specific requirements and ready to be interviewed. These are hand-picked candidates that have been pre-qualified by our recruitment team to save you time from spending hours from reaching out to potential candidates, checking their profiles, their resumes, and setting up the interviews with them. We take care of that so you can have instant access to outstanding candidates. And as I said before, Athyna provides a dedicated recruitment team with sourcers and an account executive to let you build a team within weeks. So that's something that I really love. So where do we find this outstanding talent? It depends on the role we are trying to fill, right? We can look for people with experience working at startups such as Uber, Rappi, Voila, or we can find people that has been working at top-tier marketing agencies or large corporations. Well, here you can see some of the talent's previous companies that we have successfully placed for global organizations. And moving to the next slide, the best thing is that we can do this without going over budget. Companies can double their size quickly and save up to 50% on hiring costs. Here you can see most of the roles we source, and you can see the difference between hiring locally and hiring through Athyna. We can do roles like sales, marketing, engineering, operations, and design. And we have been doing this for companies not only in the US, but also in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. So I want to share just 2 quick examples here of how you can build specific teams. On the left, you can see a creative team with a community manager, a video editor, a graphic designer, a copywriter, and a creative director. We are talking about a 5-people team for only $150,000 per year. And on the right, you can see a whole product team with 6 people for just $300,000 per year. So, as I said before, this is an end-to-end solution. our support doesn't stop when you hire one of our talents. We aim to help companies find people that stay on the long term. And that's why we have a customer success team that delivers ongoing support through the entire relationship. We will make sure that the candidate has everything to onboard successfully, and we will run weekly and monthly check-ins with the companies and the talents to guarantee great results. We also know that maybe unexpected things can happen. So that's why this ongoing support and relationship lets us be prepared in case we need to take care of our replacement, right? So yeah, I want to share some quick examples of companies. Yeah.
Lou, let me introduce you just, very quickly and say for all the people to our audience, we know we're running a bit late, so there's still going to be a Q&A. So whoever can stay, please do. You're going to learn a lot. And if not, we will be sharing the recording of this webinar. So just, be aware. I'm sorry for running a little bit late, but everyone has so many interesting things to say today.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So as I was saying, this is a stealth startup that it's one of the first companies I had the opportunity to work with when I joined Athyna 2 years ago. They were looking to build 3 specific teams: product, marketing, and finance. And we successfully managed to help them hire 15 people. We also helped them save 50% on hiring costs, and it took them only 3 months to hire 10 new talents. So it was pretty crazy considering the difficult market conditions over the past 2 years. Next example, I think it's remarkable. It's from a company called Delmain. This is a digital marketing and web design agency from the US. They have a special focus on the dental industry, and they provide services such as marketing, copywriting, web design, and development. When Delmain came to us, they didn't have a team outside the US. It was their first time looking for remote talent overseas. And we helped them go from 0 to 8 full-time remote talents in Latin America with 100% retention since we started. So I'm really happy for them and their talents. And finally, I know we are running out of time. We have another still startup that it's from India. They provide healthcare solutions. And this is a great example of how fast we can move and endorse top vetted candidates. This startup was looking for full stack developers, and we were able to endorse amazing engineers from Argentina in just 7 days. Within just 3 weeks, they successfully hired the first candidate, and within the subsequent weeks, the second one. So it was an amazing result, and they were able to achieve an estimated savings of almost $200,000 per year. And that brings us to the end of my presentation.
That's awesome.
It was pretty fast, but I hope I was able to share how we leverage remote work to help global companies scale their teams with our solutions.
Yeah, and also I felt like I couldn't say really anything because I am part of Athyna, and I know that you're doing things okay. Thank you so much. Thank you to all our speakers who are here, and now we will go to I'm pretty sure it's going to be a brief Q&A, but remember, this is going to be recorded, so we will share the link with everyone so they can rewatch it again later. So we're going to go with the first question. All my speakers there? Yep. Okay, so our first question is from Juan Cruz. What's the functionality of door-to-door delivery devices inside the company? Are the devices property of the company as internal stock, or are they kind of rental devices? I'm sure this is for Mike. Mike, are you there? Maybe Mike had to go. We don't know what's going on. Okay, we're going to go. Mike had to go, they're telling me. So, we're going to go with the next one. Panda Doc, this is for you, Maria. Do you offer qualified electronic signature with the document sharing?
Yeah, sure. So we at the end of each document, you will have prove that it's certified, proved like signature. So like it's probably our sales department will tell you all technical aspects, but yeah, we have a certificate with each document. And when you download this document, for example, if you need to use it to audit like your documents or whenever other reason, so you will have a certificate at the end of each document. So it's a job offer, handbook, employment agreement, or whatever document you want. And also we lately add a notary function. So if you need a signature approved by notary, we also have this function through PandaDoc.
Awesome. Thank you. We're going with the next one. This is for Safety Wing. With the employer-employee contribution being customizable, if it's 50-50 split, would the employee pay Safety Wing directly or via payroll? And how is this managed in practice?
So that's a great question. We actually, just recently developed our first hybrid payment plan for a customer because they did not have the payroll software to deduct. So that being said, we really try to work with the customer and orient ourselves with your feedback. So I would say it all depends on what you want, what works best for you. So if you don't have the payroll software, definitely we can take care of that. And otherwise you can choose to just have all the members pay for it themselves. That works as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. And another one for Safety Wing. Can people receive treatment for illnesses such as cancer or autoimmune diseases?
Definitely. Those are included. And we actually have medical disregard for almost all pre-existing conditions. There are a few exceptions, of course, but almost all of them are covered.
Perfect. Super useful. Are documents being backed up, Maria?
I'm not sure that I'm understanding the question. Backed up, yes, like as a safe option of it.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I'm sorry. I could not answer this question. I need to check with our technical team. I don't want to just give a wrong answer, but yeah,
no
just follow up with me directly, and I will provide this answer.
Yeah, and also just a reminder to the audience, this is, again, you can contact the guys directly to each one of them. So, if you still have any questions, you can ask to them personally. This is for us, are rates flat rates across the globe?
Well, so depends. We work with rates depending on each location, the expertise of the talents, the level of experience. Most of the regions we source are from Latin America, South Africa, Southeast Asia. So it's going to be depending on each role. We have some like flat rates or estimated rates for, I know it's not the same for an account executive than a sales manager. So there are some flat rates, but it's going to be depending on the different roles and level of experience that we are looking for each opportunity.
That's awesome. Thank you. Do we have one more? Ooh.
Oh, a lot.
Okay, Liz.
Coming in.
Yeah. Liz, for all of you guys, how do you see the future of remote work? It's here to stay, Liz. But I'll let the guys answer.
Yeah, I can answer. I was just like big advocate for remote work, and I saw the like positive transition because like before it's happened, like before COVID, a lot of managers didn't believe or trust their employees, and now we have a trust between each other. Then we can be effective at work. But also like with how it's progress, I see how it's important like face-to-face connection, and we also need to create a collaboration space and to work with each other. So I lost the skills to be in the office with my manager, so it's like how to talk with a person at work. So it's not supposed to happen. So I think I'm glad that it's happened, this big transition, but I think we're in a journey to make it work more efficiently moving forward.
Definitely.
I personally think, I think some of us will definitely never go back. I think some people have the fear that, if everyone turns to remote, we're just going to, be nomadic and floating around, untethered to anything. And I think we're far away from that, because I think some people will always prefer remote, and some people will always prefer staying at home. And some people, they have it in their nature to be nomadic, and other people love being sedentary. So I don't think we ever have to worry about the entire world becoming 100% one thing or the other. But I think what is important is that for the people who do thrive better and who are more aligned with remote work, that they have that option. So long as people have that autonomy to choose for themselves, I am happy for them.
Absolutely.
I agree. And I think like, at least what we do at Athyna, I really love that we are a fully remote company, but we have the opportunity to meet and go to work to a co-working space, and gather all together and see us in person. So we have amazing people, and we really enjoy having time working together. So if that's an option that we can access, that's great too.
Yeah, that is true. We do have the option to get together, and we do get together sometimes, but remote work, it's something else. Okay, guys, we've reached the end. Again, we're going to send you to everyone the link so you can rewatch it if you want. And thank you so much. I have no words. Well, Mike had to run, so also thanks to Mike. Thank you so much. You can, guys, visit Athyna at athyna.com or scan the QR code on the screen that we will be showing very shortly if you have any questions for us and the guys who can also, you can find Maria Dolgushev on LinkedIn, Mary So, and Lucas Saud. Thank you so much for being here, and it's going to be until next Athyna session. Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.